Alright guys, this right here is what we got to deal with today. No fishing today, guys. So what we are going to do is, you'll see. Stay tuned. Alright guys, today we're not going outside. We're going to try to clean some reels up, do some maintenance, and see what we can do with getting some of these reels working and maintenance and be back the way they should be. So you can tell I'm also kind of sick. So I broke down my Penn Battle 3000 last night and got it all cleaned up, tore it all apart and back together and greased it up. So I got that one done. What's next what you'll need to do this is you'll need a little screwdriver or Phillips head, just a little Phillips head, a little flathead screwdriver. I use one like this. You'll need some reel lube, and I got this whenever I bought one of the Abu Garcia reels. This has got Teflon in it, so it'll help with water. And I just got some reel oil, so you'll need that. This is a number 10 millimeter, number 11 Stanley. This actually came with one of my reels, so you will need a little wrench, and this is the size you'll probably need. So, and I'll show you what we'll be doing with all these in the video. Alright, so let's get started, guys. Since I already broke down my Penn Battle 3000, already got it cleaned up, I'm going to tear this Shimano Sahara 1000 FD down. I'm going to tear it down and clean it up and get it back to where it should be, because sometimes it has a little, the bail don't close sometimes real good, and sometimes it has a little friction in it. So we're going to break this one down. This is a great reel, by the way. I really love this reel, but we're going to break it down, clean it up, and get it working to optimal performance. So first thing we're going to do is reel a line up. We're going to take this bail off. Take the spool off. I'm going to slide all this stuff here out of the way so it can work. Okay, there's the spool. Okay. Alright, here's your spool and your end cap. We'll set that over to the side. Now we need to take the reel off the pole here. Get that out of the way. Alright, next thing we want to do is take the handle off. This one, you just unscrew this left side, because you can go from one side to another. Okay, you got that part out. Set that over to the side. Pull the handle out, set that over to the side. What you need to do is take this cap right here off. Set it over to the side. Now you got 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. Take those out with the Phillips head. Make sure you do not lose these screws. Make sure you remember where they go back. See, this one is actually longer than that one. So you need to remember which hole they go back into. So when you take this cap off, all 3 of those screws are different lengths, which stinks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them back in there just a little ways until I get that bail off, and then I can set them back down in there once I get to that point. Alright, so next what I want to do this screw right here out. There's a screw right here. You want to take it out so you can get this nut right here loosened up. Alright, it comes out. Set it over to the side. Make sure you remember where it goes. And then you can take your little wrench, and this one's going to be a number, actually that ain't going to fit. Shimano's a little different pin. Yeah. Didn't take much to loosen it up. So just loosen that up. I just used a pair of vice grips. There it goes. Alright, so I should be able to take this side cover plate here back off now. Set it over to the side. It was just a little bit tight. Like I said, make sure you know which holes these screws go back to, even if you have to mark them or take a picture or something, because you don't want to get them mixed up. Just had to take my knife and there we go. So there's your inner components right there. So now what I'm gonna do is stick all these screws back where they come from, just so I know where they went. The long screw goes right there. The next long screw goes there, and the short one goes in the back. Set it over to the side. Alright, now this one, this is going to be a little tricky. This one's got a little gasket. Which is good. I'm going to tell you, this little reel right here is more complicated than that pin was. We'll have to tell you. On my other one, I was able to pull it all apart, pull this middle thing right here out, but I can't do it on this one. So I'm just going to grease this thing up as best I can and put it back together, because there's no grease in this thing at all. Put some down in gears. Put some down that ring gear right there. Go ahead and put these. Put a little bit more dab of grease in here, and I'm going to call it quits on this one. Put a little oil on it. That will do. Alright, now put this side plate back on here. Snap it back in there. Get this thing's head back down there. Smooth as butter. Smooth as butter. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this here on here to hold it all together. Tighten that right there back down just a little bit. take much. I'm going to take my little screw here. I can get it on there. Alright, so there you go. So now I'm going to put the screws back in this side plate. Now the longest one goes near the front. The next longest one goes at the top. And the short one goes down here on the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to take and put a little bit of grease on this bale so it'll hopefully help the bale system just a little bit there. Just a little bit up here. One thing you don't want to do is loosen up this bale system. I've done that before when I screwed one up. I messed it up, so you don't want to do that because it can get the timing off this thing, and there's a spring in there. That's what pulls this back, and you won't get it back right. Alright, so this right here is good to go. Look how smooth that is now. Now we can put the bottom plate back on. Get on there like that. Now I'm going to take and put a little dab of grease down in those bearings right there on each side. Just a little. Stick my handle through here. Okay. Stick this piece back in here. Get one on that. And guys, there wasn't a lick of grease in this thing. I've had this thing for several years, and I have not took care of it like quite like I should. I've just sprayed it, but that is a whole lot better. It's like a new one now. And put this here back on it. Alright, there you go, guys. That's the basic maintenance of it. Now I didn't tear the whole thing out like I did my Battle. I was able to tear it down and pull the whole middle ring gear and all that on it. It was a whole lot easier, it seemed like. This one here is small, has small components in it. But what I did to it was just take the side plate off, grease it up, put a little grease, put a little oil up in here, and that's basically it. That really helped that reel there a lot. This thing's got another 100,000 miles to go on it.